Welcome back to HunkO'Junk Garage. I bet you guys are wondering what that big surprise was at the end of the last video. So we're going to check that out today and see if we can't get it running. Well, we had a blizzard. Seems to have filled up the whole engine compartment with snow. Okay, we're going to pop the cover off the distributor. See what it looks like inside. That wire's going to be on there good. Gonna need new wires. So the inside of the cap looks actually pretty damn good. Huh. Rotor looks good. The points look pretty new too. I don't know if anyone's been in here. Probably not for a long time. So we're going to clean these points up, gap them. A little bit crusty. Gap looks really quite big. So we're going to adjust those with a business card. We have to go find a card. Okay, we're going to use a Slurpee card today. Same thing, basically. Loosen the adjustment screw. Okay, this one has a cam on it, operated by this screw right here. So that we can set it so that should do it. So you just have to have this little nub on one of the points, and you adjust the little gap in there to the width of the card. If there's a little drag on the card, then you tighten it back up, and that should get you going. You gotta clean up this cap and think about new wires. Okay, so now some of you are wondering, what are even points? What does this do? So what happens is the coil grounds through these points, and when they open up, they turn off the coil, which then sends a spark through the center wire down into the distributor, where the rotor sends it to whichever spark plug wire it's pointing at, which in this case, the next one would be right here. Then you can send it to the spark plug. So now that we got our cap and rotor cleaned up, kind of, we're going to put it back on. Then we're going to get some spark plug wires and plugs in there. Then hopefully a little bit of gas, it'll fire up. Okay, we're going to clean up our spark plugs and then test them to see if they're any good. Okay, time to test some spark plugs. That'll do it. Okay, I'm going to give a little shot of oil into each of these cylinders because I'm going to spin them a few times to get the oil pressure to build up a little. Put the spark plugs back in. Okay, I'm going to set the number 1 to the top dead center. Okay, it's close. Feel touching the screwdriver. Close enough. Okay, the firing order is 153642. I have to double check that probably. 1 5. So we got 2 bad wires. Perfect. So we were short a couple wires, so I just cut the end off and we're just gonna stuff them in the distributor, and that'll do just to get it running. Then we'll replace them. Well, I found where the mouse has been hanging out. Great. After seeing the mouse nest in the valve cover, I thought it would be a good idea to remove the cover and make sure there isn't anything else in there. The cap that was sitting on top of the engine was obviously not for this car, and so it was open for quite some time. Oh wow. Well, I'm glad I took that off now. Look at all that. Okay, I'll get that all cleaned out. So when I was vacuuming all the crud out of the engine, I found this little cap, and it goes in the end of this rail at the back. There's one in the front, but there isn't in the back. So that's where it came from. I don't know how long it's been out, but it's been sitting there. So we're going to press it back in there. Just going to try and pry it in there. Without having to take the whole top of the engine apart here. How does it look? Well, it seems like it's in there. We'll find out, I guess. Okay, now it's time to put some oil in it. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Okay, now turn around. Turn around. Okay, good. Don't turn around until I tell you to, okay? No peeking. Okay, you're good. Turn around. If you're angry in the comments right now, it's because you didn't listen to directions. Okay, we're gonna crank it over and see if we can't get some oil up here. Make sure everything's moving right. This one's not moving. That's not good. So we got a couple of valves that are stuck down. That one's better. Wish I had a rubber hammer at the moment, but that one sounds a little stiff. Seems to be moving all right now. So, I guess we can try and start it. Okay, we're gonna hook the coil up to power. And we're gonna check to see if our points are working here. And they are. See a little spark? That's what they do when they open. Okay. Turn off our coil, and we're gonna jump it with 12 volts now and see if we can't get anything out of it. Okay, so I'm just filling the float bowl with 2-stroke gas. You'll have to take my word for it because the oil was clear. Okay, little gas down the carb, way too much, perfect. All right, and we're gonna turn the coil on and see what happens. Of course, our battery's probably going to die now. just needed some choke. Okay, let's fill the float bowl again. So I took the cover off the choke and there's no spring in there. So that's why the flap is just flapping in the breeze. So somebody's been in here before me.
It's very difficult to run a choke, starter, and hold the fuel bottle at the same time. And with the light fading, I decided to call it a day and come back in the morning.
Okay. Ready?
Sure.
All right then, just fires right up today. Just wanted to see us struggle in the dark, I guess.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay. He runs.
Yep.
Awesome.
You want to try again?
Sure.
Sure, why not, eh? Might as well.
Yep. Blow some of the cobwebs out of it.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we're getting oil at the top here. Okay. Probably clogged full of junk.
Probably.
Okay. All right, now that we got it running, we're going to pull this carburetor off, clean it all out, and see if it'll run on its own. Take this in the house and go clean it up. Take this off. Let's take the bottom off first so it's not such a pain to stand up.
Okay.
The missing spring. Okay, I'm gonna just take this whole thing off so it's not right in the way. Okay, take the choke plate out. There we go. It's got a little piston on it. All right, pull the top off if it wants to come. Beautiful, didn't even wreck the gasket. All right, there's a little bit of dirt in there, but not very much. Doesn't look all gummed up or anything. Should be able to clean it up nice. And we're gonna check these floats to make sure they don't sink, that they don't leak. Oh, look, the pump does work. There's the pump. Oh, does that spring come out, or does it just hang out in there? There it goes. Alright, there's a little spring in under that thing. I'm not going to mess with that, I don't think. Alright. Take the floats out. And be extra careful with the gasket. Oh, it's already ripped in one spot. Looks like the gasket is under this part here. Also, this is new to me. I haven't worked on a carburetor this old. There's the needle valve and seat. Here we go. Mostly in one piece. Okay, now we can clean all the passages out. Make sure everything's nice and clean. Let's count the turns on this, shall we? Half, 1, half. So 1 3/4. It's your idle mixture screw. Alright, we're just going to clean everything up now. Back together. quarter, 3/4, half, and 1. Okay, so I can't get this fitting out of here, so I'm going to use some plumber's putty. I think that's what was in it before. It's a vacuum line, so should be fine. Seems to be what they used before, because what was in there was just some gummy stuff. So this choke has a heat riser, vacuum, piston, and choke cable. But we're missing the spring right now. Somebody removed it. Okay, we're ready to try it out. Losing all my tools. This thing's too round.
After mounting the carburetor, I reinstalled the PCV line, the vacuum hose for the wipers, throttle linkage and spring, followed by the heat riser tube. Now that the carburetor is mounted, I'm going to fill the float bowl. Then I can hook up the 6-volt battery to the coil. Then I'm going to use this set of jumpers to hook to the start terminal on the starter, just so I don't have to use a screwdriver anymore.
Make this a little easier for us. Ready? Probably needs to choke on a little. There we go. Runs on its own. Is that cool or what? Okay, now that we got it running, we're going to try and start it on the 6-volt battery. The battery was sitting in the trunk for 54 years, just like the engine sitting. So I used a desulfator on it, and it seems like it might crank it fast enough to start it. So let's find out. Shutting off. Okay, well, we have a problem with the ignition. When it comes off the start position, it dies. So You're gonna have to figure out what's going on there. We could probably just jump the coil for now. Coil on. Let's give her another shot. Hopefully it's got enough. Well, now we've added some jumper cables to this mess. We really need some battery clamps. So coil on. Okay, crank it. Haha, there we go. Oh yeah. I think we got oil. Out of gas.
So we only got about 10 bucks into this thing. So we got some oil and a filter coming for this thing and a new fan belt. We're gonna make sure the cooling system works and then we're getting oil to the top of the engine. We're gonna fix up our battery leads and get everything half decent so we can see if we can drive around. So thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.